Hi everybody, this is Diane and I am listing a couple of journal kits in my shop, and these are wedding themed journal kits. I have decided that I really am not interested in making wedding journals, and I thought I was going to list one kit, but it turns out I had enough to make two kits. So I'm going to go through one kit because they're pretty much the same, and then I'll just show you the covers because the covers are different. So let's just go through what is in the kits first. There's just some lined paper. This is vintage and it has like penmanship lined. This is some nice sketchbook paper. I think there's 3 sheets of that. Actually, there's 2 bunches of this because I just added more. I didn't realize that I had already put some in, but I'll just leave it. So there's the sketchbook paper, and then we have some really pretty vintage wrapping paper. And these little pieces might vary in both kits, but there's just some small samples. And then there's this. Both kits get this, and this was used. You can see it's torn, but you can cut these images out, and it's kind of like almost a thick tissue paper. It's vintage, you can tell it's vintage, and it's just really pretty. Can you see the image on there, a bride and groom? And then the bells and the garlands, it's just really pretty. This one is a little newer. There's this one. You could cut those squares out. Here's another one that's vintage that was used, and it's got little bits of aged cellophane and some little stickers that they had put on. And so this is a good size sheet, and each kit gets a piece like this. But look how pretty. I love this paper. And we have the silver and white. This is 1/4 of the size right there. There's another of the tissue paper type ones. It's the same one, isn't it? And this is another silver one, but it's a different design. And this one is twice the size. Yeah, it's only folded once. And then we have this one. So those are the wrapping papers. I only had one of these glittered frames, but the other kit got something else that was big that I only had one of, and I don't remember now what it was. I got this book. I guess it was maybe a guest book, I'm not sure, but there were lots of pages in it. So I split the pages up between, oh goodness, between the 2 books. So this one has a list to name the bride and the groom, the wedding date, and the maid of honor, and the best man. And then the rest of the pages just have the pretty heart on it, and they're just plain. But it's a real nice feeling paper, kind of thin. So there's a lot there. Each kit gets a page from a wedding shower book. Somebody sent these to me, I'm sure, because I don't think I had a whole book. I only had 2 sheets. So this one's just a game, and the other one has a different page. I'd gotten a couple of wedding books from flea markets or thrift stores or something, and this was just like a wedding planning book. So it has different, where to seat people and all that stuff. And this one, there was a book on wedding etiquette too, but this is, I think this might be the vintage wedding etiquette book. Yeah, it says etiquette up there, but it's all wedding topics, and it has some pictures. So they're vintage pages. Then I got in a large book, which I think was from Southern Hospitality magazine. I think. It was a big book. You can see how big these pages are. So the book consisted of these really sturdy divider pages that have a pocket and a tab. So both kits get, I don't know how many of these, but I divided them up. This says picture perfect. And then there were also some pages for writing on, like making your plans. This one says the reception, and then there were some glossy pages too that have pictures. This one isn't really a picture one, but So it's got a lot of planning pages. So these would be great for writing on in a wedding journal. And then these are the photo ones. So there's quite a few pages from that book in here. Then the photo pages look like this. So there's lots to do with this stuff, and then some more of the dividers. What to wear, reception ideas. So they're both different. Look at that gorgeous picture. Southern Hospitality. All the divider pages are different in the other book, of course. Then the scrapbook paper. These are some scraps that I had from when I made wedding smash books. So you could make pockets and embellishments with all of these really nice papers. I didn't put a lot of color in these because you never know what color the wedding is, so I figured you could add color for the theme of the wedding. So most of this is white, off-white, silver, that sort of thing. Just some more scraps. And then the paper. I'm just going to go through this. The papers are pretty much the same in both books, both kits I mean, with maybe a few variations. That's single-sided. It's got some silver there. You see there's a very light flower pattern on that. This has a lot of marriage words on it. Some roses, white roses. That's the same very light floral pattern. There's 3 of those. Three of those. Three of those. You can make more than one journal with this kit. There was another one of these previously. You get 4 of those. There's that silver lined one again. This one's pretty. Some more white roses, different. This one's cardstock. Some of these are cardstock paper. Pearls. A scroll design. This one's a really pretty photograph of some candles. Some little doilies with silver centers. This one has a little bit of color. There's some blue and green coming up here with some pink. So these few are double-sided. This has some words on it. Guess that's the same thing. And then this one has words all over it. It's just white. And the ring bearer's pillow. So these kind of pictures with the pages with the photographs, I think they're different in the other kit. So that's quite a lot of paper. There's a lot of scrapbook paper, and this really pretty ribbon. I gave you a big long length of it, but this will be on the bottom of the box, and then the paper will be on top of it, and then the ends of the ribbon will be on top so that you can lift the paper out with that. Because it's a 12 by 12 box. These are 12 by 12 papers, so they're very snug in the bottom. So that's a lot of scrapbook paper and book pages and wrapping paper, and I've got some more paper to show you and some other things. Just move those out of the way. So there's some wallpaper, this white on white wallpaper. And there's another piece of wallpaper in here too, a smaller piece. Both kits get the same wallpapers. Both kits get these because I put these in every kit because I have so many of them. These are perforated library catalog cards. You can take them apart and make things with them. 3 pages of really pretty tracing paper. couple pages of this good quality lined paper. I think this is typing paper. 2 sheets of that. This came out of a guest book. And you get 3 pages. Really nice quality smooth paper. This is grid paper that came out of a composition book, so it's folio style. Got 2 of those. Here's some more of that handwriting paper that I showed you earlier. This is mixed media paper, but it wouldn't do much mixed media. It's not very heavy, but oh, sorry, I made the camera go out of focus. You get 3 sheets of that. It came out of a disc-bound book. Oh, 4 sheets of that. 2 doilies. Here's the other wallpaper, white on white stripe. You get these blue parchment envelopes, and make sure you look inside them. You get 2 of them. Make sure you look inside because one of them has some cut apart words. And they vary. Both kits have different words because I cut them all off of one sheet and then split them up. But they're words to do with weddings. Mr. and Mrs., our ceremony, to have and to hold, my heart is yours, and etc. And the other one has different words than that. But they're really pretty long. They're legal size, blue parchment, pale blue. And then there's these 2 cream colored envelopes. Get 2 of those. Each kit gets a vintage card. So this one says wedding wishes for the bride, for the groom. It has just a signature on the bottom. And it opens up. The other card in the other kit is different. Then for the little things, get this nice white and silver bag. And these things will vary in the kits too, some of them. So this one has a little gift tag. It says for your wedding. And I'm not sure what this is, but you can put a little photo in there. This is just a piece from a graphic 45 paper. Got some more words in here, a little glassine bag. So these came off of another scrapbook paper. And they will vary in both kits. Oh, was I even holding them so you could see? Wedding, husband and wife, etc. Tying the knot. Tuck that one in there. Tuck that one in there. And then, well, I guess I won't tuck that one in there. Both kits are going to get this, all of the same things. This little glassine envelope with these vintage items. Some of them are little gift tags. This is a little gift tag. And this one, nope, that's a sticker. I guess the rest are seals. So you get several of these little bells and they match this gift tag. Or maybe just one of those bells. The rest of them, I think you get several of each design. So there's this. You get quite a few of them. This little shoe with what red roses, pink roses, I mean. Got a couple of those. There's some more of that one. And then I had a lot of these. So you get a bunch of these. It's a bell shape with a bride and groom and a bow on the top. So you get quite a few. So there's lots of vintage seals for decorating packages, but now they're for decorating junk journals. Inside this bag, you get a nice white merchandise bag, and inside this one, you get the trims. So this one says, it's a ribbon that says congratulations. The ribbon in the other kit is different. And I cut some of my really pretty laces for you. Each kit gets the same. About 12 inches, I think, of each one. This one you can thread ribbon through that. Isn't that pretty? This one, I'm wondering if this is adhesive. I think it is. I'm trying to see if the back peels off. Yeah, this is adhesive. It's quite sticky too, but you might want to glue it anyway. But it's a satin ribbon with a die cut edge. And this is really pretty. And this one. And then this white satin blanket binding. So it opens out. And you'll get some little bits of lacy fabric. You got this one here. I don't have any fabrics in these kits, but you do have that. And then each kit gets a larger piece of lace. This one has some beads and sequins on it. I don't remember what the other one looks like. And a bag of beads and buttons. There's lots of pearly beads in there and some white buttons. Vintage. Now, that's the journal kit. Now let me show you the title, the books you get to choose from. There are 3 book covers in each kit. So one kit will be called Guests because that's what this book cover is. In fact, the guest book pages that I put in each kit came out of this. It's lightly padded, it's embossed, and it's a guest book for a wedding, but you could put something here to cover up that. Maybe one of those words that I put in the kit would be suitable there. But it's embossed on the back too. So this would make a really beautiful wedding journal. And if you wanted to, you know, I would take it apart and put a spine on it because it has almost no spine. But you could actually turn it this way. You'd have to put something at the top, like wrap some lace or something around the top to disguise the raw edge. But you could turn it this way and have the book this way, or you could leave it landscape. The other book covers are just plain that you could decorate. So this set is called Guests, and then the other set is called The Bride's Handbook, and this is a vintage book. Probably some of those pages that some of the pages that I put in here in the kits came out of this book. There's some more pages in there. So, and these have lines. It's a gift registry, so I'm going to divide these pages up between the 2 kits also. I didn't realize they were still in there. So this book is called The Bride's Handbook. Bethlehem Pike, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It says, please patronize the sponsoring merchants listed in the classified section and on the back cover of this book. Oh. Huh. So this is a promotional book. They offer all the products and services you will need. So you could, you know, collage, do stuff to cover up some of the stuff that you don't want shown. And the other books are, again, just plain books. So, 2 wedding journal kits with 3 covers in each kit available in my shop. They're going to be in a 12 by 12 inch priority mail box. If it'll ship cheaper than $20, because that's what the price is for the priority mail box, the large one. If it will ship cheaper than that, if I can wrap it in brown paper and mail it at a cheaper price, then I will. But otherwise, it'll go in that priority mail box for about $20. That's just for the shipping. But you get enough stuff in the kit, and I'm not going to price these very high for what you're getting. So, you know, take all things into consideration. And I hope that you will find these journal kits useful. You can make more than one journal with this kit. So consider that also, that you're going to get at least 2 or 3 journals out of this kit. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back again. Bye-bye.